Hello everyone and welcome back to another Movie Nights movie review. Today we're going to do deep dive spoilers into Fast X. On the channel already was our Out of the Theater review, which you can watch if you scroll up a little bit, and if I remember I'll leave a link to the comments below. But this is full spoilers, so if you have not seen Fast X, do not watch this review. Go watch the movie first, and then come back, save us in your little watch later thing, and come check us out.
Or watch it because it's Fast and Furious,
Yeah.
and how
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So there's a couple things we can't spoil.
there are.
But before we get into the big ones, let's kind of dive into the plot of the movie, if you will.
Yes.
Something that's in the trailers is Jason Momoa plays the son of the bad guy from Fast 5, who was on that highway sequence, we just didn't know it, and is seeking out revenge on his father's death, but, you know, never give death when suffering is owed, and he keeps...
That's from the movie.
Yep, and he is trying to make the family suffer.
Yes.
Best Fast villain by far, Jason Momoa.
100%.
Had so much fun. I hope if they do a trilogy for the Fast X part, I hope he's in all three.
They keep him on. Well, he's definitely in 2.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I'll take that.
But yeah, so I will say the action scenes in the movie were incredibly well choreographed and well done. I thought the action was great.
I would say the actual, the action set pieces were good, but the actual fighting, hand to hand, outside of Vin Diesel, just one punching everyone, the Michelle Rodriguez, Charlize Theron fight, which was in the trailer,
very good.
All that, all those scenes worked really well.
And people don't give Charlize Theron enough credit. She is a badass. Not only is she one of the best actresses ever, she throws fucking down. Atomic Blonde, Mad Max. You feel the fury behind her punches. She's an excellent stunt performer as well.
They dialed it back a little bit in this one, I would say, on the outlandishness. Now, there is stuff.
I don't know.
There is stuff. We don't get a car in space, though.
No, but that was more believable than some of the stuff that happens in this movie.
Yeah, but I refuse to believe that stuff.
The amount of joyous laughter that our theater had when he takes the car and hits the crane, and the crane turns and hits the bomb off of the Vatican.
And that's the first 20 minutes.
It was so great. The whole theater was just
this is exactly what should be happening here.
Yes. There was another driving down the dam was...
That was my favorite part.
Was pretty excellent.
That was my favorite scene.
Yeah, there's a dam that explodes and he drives down it.
Yeah.
That was great. There was only one more outlandish thing that happened. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Oh, when he lifts the car with one hand?
Yes. At one point, Vin Diesel takes a car and lifts it with one hand to shield him. Brilliant. Yeah. And I think the dumb shit works more in this movie because the tone is different with Jason Momoa not taking himself seriously.
Yeah.
Whereas I got so mad, I forget if it was 8 or 9, when Vin Diesel just brings down a building with his bare hands.
I think that was 9.
Because the tone of that movie is so serious.
Yeah.
And that just didn't play well.
Which one is it that he does a big stomp and the road collapses underneath him? Is that 6 or 7?
6 or 7, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think of the opening scene? So the opening sequence is taken straight from 5.
Yeah.
And they basically reshoot it in a way that shows that Jason Momoa was there the whole time.
Yeah.
But they do it for 15 minutes.
It's very long. It's very long.
It kind of started to lose me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I understand.
Yeah.
He was here.
There. Yeah.
Yes.
The most recent example of something like that, there's tons of it that happened, but the most recent example I can think of is the beginning of Batman v Superman with Bruce Wayne being in Metropolis during Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Perfect amount of time, I thought, establishing that movie.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Not even.
You get, that, yeah.
And I thought that was well done. I mean, if you want to get specific, I don't like that he flies into Metropolis. That's whatever. But this one, I will say, I was okay, they're just showing the end of Fast 5, just the whole movie.
Do you think that was a way to show some more, Paul Walker?
Maybe.
And everything?
And I also think, so big spoiler that happens in the movie is the end credit scene. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is back as Hobbs, which we never thought we would see. But Black Adam failed so hard
he had to go crawling back.
He came back to the family. But I think it was a way to show The Rock. Because you see glimpses of him in the Fast 5.
Yeah.
Clips in the beginning. Because they showed him again later when they're talking about other people that joined the family.
Yeah.
But I think that, because they were trying to, this is the conclusion, so they're trying to tie it all in. And I think that was a way to be oh, look, everyone's here. And Yes, but okay, let's talk about the ending with The Rock.
Okay.
It got leaked by The Wrap, which was bullshit. Dude, if I didn't know that...
And that happened.
That would have been so fun.
And the thing is, like, when the scene happens, even if you don't know that it's happening, you see this shadow figure in, like, a mask and everything, and you're like, oh, that's The Rock. And then you're just in, like, this of, like, did they actually fucking get him?
See, surprises are more fun when you figure it out right before.
Yeah.
Like, Spider-Man No Way Home, when Ned, like, goes like this, and it goes... and you immediately know, like, oh, the other Spideys are coming.
Yeah.
And then, like, then you're just waiting for it. So, like, when you realize it's The Rock, you're like, oh, shit, that's The Rock. But you want to see it. You still want to see him take the mask off and reveal that it's The Rock.
Well, I'll tell you which one I didn't get was the mid-credit scene.
Oh, yeah, because you hadn't seen the other films.
I hadn't. Well, I knew she's in them. Mm-hmm. I didn't expect her to pop out. That's what I mean. Like, I was like,
in a submarine, no less.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, by the way, I think that might have been a reshoot also. That I don't know. I know that the Rock one they shot just like a couple months ago.
I
like
believe
that was recent.
Yeah.
Hers, I don't know. But
well, this is a spoiler review. Spoilers for the mid-credit scene.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron and Michelle Rodriguez get out of the prison that they're in, and Gal Gadot is in a sub.
Yeah.
And saves them.
Yeah. Pretty great. I know that Jason Statham going to save his mom is going to be part of the next movie, but like you, I was also hoping it was going to be like Hobbs and Shaw 2.
Yeah, like I would have been happy with this coming out and having Hobbs and Shaw 2 on deck for like next year.
Yeah, that would have been great.
I would have been fully on board.
Because there's a cliffhanger in Hobbs and Shaw that hasn't been resolved yet. The identity of the one person, like the voice, the omniscient voice for the company they work for. I'm diving deep into Hobbs and Shaw. I only saw it once. Because Idris Elba worked for somebody.
Wasn't it Ryan Reynolds?
No, I didn't think so. I thought, because he's in the movie, but I didn't think it was him.
Oh, maybe not then.
I could be, if we're getting that wrong, let me know. But yeah.
I don't remember. I liked Hobbs and Shaw, though.
I did too. It was fun.
I really thought for a minute, too, that they were going to tie it in. I thought that when they got on the plane with John Cena's scene with the kid, I thought that Kevin Hart was going to be the
that would have been good.
Airline. Also, that was my favorite storyline in the whole movie. I don't know about anyone else.
Okay, but the thing that kind of bothered me, though, was John Cena is playing a completely different character.
Yes.
Like, and it's not the argument of like, oh, the character grew and is different. It's a completely different character from the last movie.
Yeah.
And they're just pretending it's not.
Because now it's his family. Like, there's no unresolved tension. Like, he's just
Peacemaker
existing.
Came out in between. They were like, you're funny. And then just, like, let him do that. And don't get me wrong. It works in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, it completely works. But it was just like, what's going on? And he's not fucking dead. No one in this franchise fucking dies. He's not dead.
Oh, no, because they set up everyone dying in this one because it ends on the cliffhanger.
And they implied Kurt Russell's alive.
Yeah, they did.
Which would be awesome. But also, if he is dead, what a wasted opportunity to not have The Rock and John Cena.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Like, but also, John Cena gives somebody the FU or the attitude adjustment in the movie, and I enjoyed that greatly. I enjoyed it very much so.
Oh, man. Yeah, but Jason Momoa, definitely the highlight of the movie.
Without him in the movie, I don't like the movie. Like, that was the teetering factor for me.
I saw someone point out something interesting, is that, like, the movie, you followed the family, but that you don't really feel the family because everyone was so isolated. And that might be something that leads into the next one, but that was something that wasn't clicking for a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the franchise, but it's cheesy in action, but, like, part of it is that thing, you know? And Vin Diesel taking it seriously and doing Shakespeare works. Yes. And I I would love to hear an interview and just know if he knows.
Oh, no, they're out there. He doesn't. You can look them up.
Really?
Yeah. The magic of Fast and Furious is that everyone knows it's parody, spoofy fun, except Vin Diesel. Like, he is like, this is Shakespeare, this is Bible. And it's so fun to see.
Is it just like a thing on set where everyone's like, just... Do you think it's in their contract, like when they meet producers? Because I know Vin Diesel's a heavy hand on set there.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it's
I mean, it's his franchise, yeah.
No, that's what I mean. Do you just be like, hey, bud, like, you're going to have to deal with Diesel? Like, there's like a class on, like, dealing with him?
Yes and no. I mean, he does have a reputation. Obviously, he's beef with The Rock and his, the Justin Lin, who directed most of the Fast and Furious movies, leaving this movie, which I would love to know how much of it was his. Yeah. Because, you know, some of it is. But can I say, I'm so proud of Louis Leterrier, the Incredible Hulk director. He's got a big payday. He's doing the next one. He's like, this is great.
It's like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
To just do what they tell me to do.
Yeah. All right.
Done.
Yeah.
I saw what my favorite thing so far is the discourse about Jason Momoa in the movie, because everyone agrees that he's fantastic, right? But to watch the cognitive dissonance of people trying to figure out if he's courageous as an actor because of the swings that he took with this character and that they work, or if he's just having fun and didn't care what happened. And like watching everyone debate, it's like that Community episode where everyone's like, is Nick Cage a good or bad actor?
Yeah.
And is he good because he's bad, or is he bad because he's so good?
Yeah.
Like just watching people try to figure that out with Jason Momoa has been very entertaining because he's just Jason Momoa.
Yeah. I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
I think he was taking swings because the way the script is written, it doesn't have to be played the way he's playing it.
No, it could have been every Fast and Furious villain it's just like... right.
And I think that he wanted to bring this to the table, and they let him, and it was fun, and the director agreed, Vin Diesel agreed. But I think some of it was swings. Like, I think some of it, he was like, all right, I'm going to try. I think here's what it is. The idea of doing it was a risk and a swing.
Yeah.
Doing it was him just having fun.
Well, because he's, like, when I see Jason Momoa in things... Like, not, like, outside of just, like, Aquaman, let's say, but, like, just him in interviews and stuff, he's basically that character.
Yeah.
Like, without the sinister, but, like, in terms of mannerism.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, he just showed up and did it.
Yeah, yes.
But doing that doesn't always work.
Yeah, it could have fell flat in its face. And it didn't. It worked in spades. Also, there's a lot of CG in the movies, and some of the crazy CG's fun, like the thing in the trailer where he takes down 2 helicopters by hitting his turbo. But the practical stunts... still work. Like it's in the trailer, there's a little stunt where someone's on a motorcycle and they're about to run over this like metal pole and they like hop over it and it looks like nothing, but you can tell that they really did it, and it felt like when I watched it I was like, that was fucking cool. How they got over that.
And I definitely believe Michelle Rodriguez did it.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no way they would let the actress, but I believe
she could do it.
She could do it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Also, my favorite thing about these movies, and now, so for me personally, I have seen 1, 7, 8, 9, Hobbs and Shaw, and now 10, right? So I'm missing kind of big gaps, right?
Yeah.
From what I have seen, Vin Diesel has more on-screen chemistry with Helen Mirren than he does with his love interests.
Yes.
And I'm just saying, can we just make Helen Mirren a love interest?
I would like to see that. Very much so. Yeah, I will say, you gotta see...
You said 5, 6.
5, 6, 7 are, I think, a solid trilogy, with 7 kind of teetering on too much. But
7's where I came in.
Yeah. And I will say, a lot of what makes the older movies work is there is legit real chemistry with Paul Walker and Vin Diesel. Like, they feel like lifelong brotherhood friends. And, like, that always worked. 5 is when they became, like, action heist movies, and they very well done. And okay, I am very guilty pleasure to Tokyo Drift. Of all of the pre-Fast 5 movies, Tokyo Drift is my absolute favorite. It's so much fun, Nicholas. Like,
I really like Hobbs and Shaw.
Yes, Hobbs and Shaw is great. Yeah. Tokyo Drift is literally, they're in Tokyo, obviously, and the goal of the movie is trying to become the next DK, which means Drift King. And it's just people being fascinated by people being able to drift cars around corners. And it's the whole movie.
Is Tokyo Drift considered 3? Because, like, I know Hobbs and Shaw is not considered.
Tokyo Drift is considered, like, Fast and Furious 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But, fun stuff, 4, 5, and 6 take place before Tokyo Drift. Oh, yeah. There's a whole timeline thing with the Fast and Furious movies. Yes.
They're X-Menning it?
They do, consistently.
Jesus.
And then halfway through 7, they get caught up with Tokyo Drift. And then...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
It's fun stuff. Really is.
I don't understand this franchise.
Yes. Yes, neither do I, but will I see the next one? Opening night, bitch.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. And that will do it for our Fast X spoiler review. What did you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next review.